from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A clash of two teams ranked in the top 10 in what ought to be a terrific matchup. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Texas's offense will take the field first. And here comes Cam Coleman. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country. Two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is the Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Manning with a play fake. Right down the middle. It's complete. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff for Brown. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball. Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4, it's 2nd and 14. The run inside. It's Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Sends it back in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Grabs it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
As so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays, well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A 1st and goal situation, opening drive masterpiece.
Here's Manning to throw. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to run it in with Brown. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Ohio State, 0. Number 44, set to advance on Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Trip to the house.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
0. Number 44 sets a kick.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Lines up, second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. Right on target this time. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
At the 36-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats.
Ohio State, 0.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
So now it's second and long. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Now here's Sayin. Here's a heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the counter. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He's got him in the flat. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Took a shot as he threw.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Sayin makes the catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Four wide receivers set, trips to the left on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
To the air, it's Sayin. Got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Timeout signal 4 by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Complete. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Sayin under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Sayin from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, Manning. He's got his man. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Texas 14, Ohio State 7.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Julian with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Quick step and go. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
From the gun on third down, say it. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Here comes the Texas offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Oh, better look out! Breaks into the open. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They give it to him again. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Throwing Manning. Finds the tight end. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Play action, here's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Running inside, it's Smothers. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Again, it's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense.
And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Number 44, set to kick this one. Texas.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They'll go play action with Sayin. Makes the grab. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the counter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. And he's dragged down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Looking for a big play. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Some misdirection with the counter. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. The screen, he can go. Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4.
24, Ohio State, 7. Number 44, set to kick for Texas.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The run inside. It's Jackson. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, Get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Fakes to grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Sayin back to the air. Using the quick game. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
On target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Here's Sayin to throw. This time he's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Rush is on him. Touchdown, Buckeye! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number one team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.